injustice.
I don't know how the microphone keeps winding up on the floor, but in case you missed that out there in TV land, we just did the pledge. So, let's see, public input. We have no public with us tonight, except for Marius, of course, but he's on the agenda, so you don't count as public, even though you are. Correspondence, did you pass that out? Okay, so I just wanted to call your attention that we had a letter from a resident that arrived a week ago that I had Kathy scan and send out to you. And I drafted a response. We don't need to talk about it right now. If you have anything you want to add to that, just jot it down and give it to Kathy, and I will put together a response. He wanted it by November 1st, but that wasn't possible because I don't really have all that info. So just send that to me within the next day or so, and I can get the letter out. Next item on the agenda of minutes. So I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the meeting of October 16th.
I'll make that motion.
Okay. Any questions? Changes? Yes, Marty.
About whether or not public answer. What we were as
Oh,
we
okay.
didn't know it.
Okay.
All.
All right. All right. So we'll make that correct. We'll note that that correction when we approve these. Okay. Anything else? All right. Hearing none. Those in favor to of approving the minutes as corrected, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? That carries. Mr. Trubinsky, we have already passed public input, but you know we're moving along kind of fast tonight. I did want to tell you that I've given my colleagues a draft response for their input to you. So in a couple of days, when I get their input, I'll send a letter to you. But did you want to speak at all? Yeah. Well, what I did was I prepared a draft response and I gave them copies. And so it's not final, but I'll get their feedback on the answers I produced and then send it to you later this week. Okay? Right. Thank you. Well, just so you know, Mr. Trudinsky had stopped in some months ago to briefly talk to us about his concern that Phase 4 was not a sewer project. And he has, and you saw his 11-page letter, and he's done some research on it. So, but you know, we're past public input, but I didn't want you to lose the opportunity since you came all the way out here. If there's anything else you'd like to say, please feel free. No, it's okay. That's what the public input. You'll notice the room is not exactly packed, so we've got time. Well, we'll try to address that in the response, but not prepared to, to answer it now. Okay. Great.
It had the highest of
All right,
Thank
thanks
you
for coming. All right, have a good night. Okay, moving on to financials. We have invoices to approve. And Bob could not be with us tonight, but I'll put a motion on the floor to approve invoices dated November 6, 2017 in the amount of $239,688.20. For a second? Okay, so.
that was the
Any questions? We'll look at it. Ready to vote? Okay. We have a motion on the floor to approve the invoices as presented. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. That carries. Director's report, Doug? Mhm.
Everything's done over in Paul Street, those grinders?
They're
What are you looking for in terms of money, ventilation, and lighting? Put a fan, basically, sucking it out? Yeah. Rust it out.
Uh, what is, I see the, Michael's, what is this? Okay, so no action required on this. Yeah. Well, as far as I'm concerned, that kind of comes under maintenance and repairs anyway. If you got a bypass, you got a bypass. Yeah. Okay, very good. All right, moving on, no new business on the agenda tonight. Old business, PUC capital project summary, Marius?
They're late. Yeah. What do we do about that? Because Hard knows about, they said we've extended it twice already. And,
At least.
pardon me? At least twice, yeah. And they promised us, October 31st.
Saturday.
What I can do. Point in the forward.
I think we should get a rebate.
Is there a, I was gonna say, is there any kind of a penalty in the contract for delays?
Oh.
Well, well, if you can convey to them that whether it's expensive or not, we're not above doing that. I mean,
Well,
I-
they
I
have to do it under, they
Yeah.
wouldn't charge.
right.
So,
Yeah, the expense of you know, mediation or whatever it is. Because I understand that the wet weather in the spring, that, you know, we've talked about that. And, you know, that can happen, but it's been very dry middle of summer. There's no reason they should. So I'm sorry, Pete, you had.
Why do we have a penalty? Oh, this guy's been. Actually, if he knew he couldn't make it with, for us, for
Yeah.
you,
Yeah,
we're backed up now. Plus he has to move pipe in it. That has to be,
maybe, we could arrange a schedule with me and Doug, with the company. A meeting I meant.
Marty, do you have the contract? At the, what it is, damage? Yeah,
To bring-
I
Yeah.
understand.
Very,
But the other is scheduled.
Including,
All right, Briarcliff.
Franklin, ask for recommendation. Back next. After that. With,
Okay,
because they,
okay, right.
item is.
All right. You guys have any questions for Marius? All right. Okay, so, yeah, Doug, let's get together with Zanellis, schedule, okay, that sounds good.
When you, the schedule of
Right,
when it was supposed to be first, the second, and then the third.
all right, very good. Well, Kelly's not here, so, yes. All right, well, I'll make a motion that we add to the agenda Bethel water regulation. Is there a second? Those in favor? Aye. Okay, Bethel water regulations is now on the agenda. Floor is yours. Okay.
Right. Also, on there.
Okay. Okay.
but on the other hand, will be posted. For that. Oh, that,
I was
addendum.
Yeah, the fee.
When are we gonna, for the fee? Up,
Yes. And I was gonna ask Kelly for a recommendation on fees based on what labor rates are and, you know, what it could, because I feel like I'm shooting in the dark on it. Doug, do you have any input on that?
No.
why don't we
Let's
set
put
it up
on
for the next
agenda
meeting?
for the next-
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you wanna, so we have time, you wanna just pick a date like just January 1st for the new regs to go into effect? We have time, if we have to have a public hearing to go,
Yeah, but.
yeah,
Hey, we're gonna.
well, that's why I'm saying January 1st, that gives us time to do it.
Yeah.
All right, okay. All right, so,
Next meeting.
next meeting, we'll get, if, Doug,
Talk
so
fees.
can you have a fee recommendation for us? Yeah, right. Okay. Sounds good. All right. We'll put that on the next. All right. That's all, folks. Adjourn. Those in favor? Aye. All right, thank you. If you have anything you want to add, or if there's any information I put in that suggested response,